Okay, can you close the door? Can you close the door? Oh. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. If you're new here, remember to hit the like button. But right now we're looking right now as Bitcoin is actually making a nice small pump, breaking through some resistance here at $35,000. And it was making this symmetrical triangle, right? We do have oscillation between these two areas of support and resistance. And right now it's actually making its next leg up. It's getting a slight pullback, but we are still trying to break this resistance on the RSI as well. Thank you. But yeah, so right now we do have a slight breakout right now. We are on the 15-minute chart. We can look at another chart like the 5-minute and see how we kind of clearly broke through this resistance, and now we're just having a big wick to the downside, but it did go as far as 35,400. But I've been watching this pattern all day, and I've been seeing that it has been making a symmetrical triangle. So I was just waiting for the right moment here to do a live stream, and I think we are getting that breakout. So it's pretty exciting to see. We were making this pretty big pattern. When did we start making this? Yeah, in the beginning. So we started making it in the beginning of the day. So we've just been trading within these levels. Now, we also do have to be cautious of a fake out too, just in case. But let's look on the 4-hourly chart just to see a little bit better. Yeah, so we've just been bouncing here on each 4-hourly candle. We just had giant wicks of indecision, just creating this symmetrical triangle. But if you know, symmetrical triangles are continuation patterns, meaning that once we have a strong impulse wave or momentum wave, right? We had a wave here, then we had a little bit of pullback, impulse wave back up, and then we had, it looks like a continuation pattern of the symmetrical triangle. So it looks like we could also make our next leg up to this area to retest what I've been saying is our next critical support here at 37,750. But we do see we also been having clear resistance here for the last week now. So ever since we bounced off here, got rejected from this moving average, we came back down to these lower areas of support right here at around 31,000 to 30,000. We've had wicks obviously a little bit lower than that, but we've been creating this huge double bottom right here, and I feel like we actually are starting to get that opportunity to break through this resistance, get a retest of this area, probably come back down here in the next 4 to 8 hours, and then make our next leg up to have a slight resistance here at 36,000, 37,000, where this red 200-day moving average is at. Remember, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button. And also, I'm going to be taking any requests if you want me to look at any other altcoins here. But we do see that Bitcoin is starting to make its breakout, and it is doing pretty good so far. It's doing pretty good so far. Yeah, right now we're at 35,400. And if you're just joining the channel right now, just joining the stream, we are watching the symmetrical triangle. And we also do have clear resistance here too. If we look on the 15-minute chart, I also drew this horizontal line, which we've been seeing as resistance. If I draw it back all the way over here, right? So we can kind of use this as a box, but this clear resistance at 35,000 was being touched multiple times, and now we're actually making our way through it. But we also have this gigantic symmetrical triangle as a continuation pattern here as well. So we've had clear resistance here, but we've touched it so many times today that we know that once you touch resistance multiple times, then it's more likely to break out. And we're seeing that breakout right now. So we touched it here, almost here, here, for 5 times already today. So it's been touched a lot of times. We've been teasing with that 35K level, and now we're starting to make a couple a couple 15-minute candles over it. So we just started that breakout, so we have to see if it holds. What I will probably be mentioning is if you're trying to jump into a trade, not yet again, not financial advice, but what we want to see is a retest, a solid retest of this. So don't be freaked out if it does go back to $35,000 and then we see a nice move to the upside as well, another impulse wave. But right now we've been in this huge consolidation for the whole day, and we are seeing that next leg up. Where we could also see it going to is this could be also a fake out. We can come back down here, retest this upper ascending support line, and then break through it, come back down, and probably come down to this area of support at around the $33,000 area. So don't also be freaked out if that happens as well. We still can be on an uptrend, but I just want to be, completely transparent on what could happen with the price as well, because we can't count anything out just yet. I mean, we are starting to get some volume, but if we look on the 1 hourly, yeah, when we look on the 1 hourly, the buying volume right now is still the same as it was all day today. We did have more selling volume today here a couple hours ago when we went this move to the downside, but right now we need to see more green volume come in, more buyers stepping in, and more bulls stepping in to take control of the price and move it higher. But the breakout target to this symmetrical triangle that I got here is just from here, the top of the support to the bottom of the resistance right there. Moved it to the breakout right here. So I'm looking at the price target being around $36,000. Want your thoughts on SHIB? Yeah, we can look at SHIB too. As Bitcoin is breaking out, we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin as well, but let's look at SHIB. All right, SHIB is actually looking, wow, it's actually looking pretty good. Okay, yeah. So it is actually making its way. It's actually starting to get a little bit of resistance on this lower resistance. You see how I drew this channel? So let me just take some of the noise out here. All right, so yeah, so if we look here, I drew this yellow resistance and this yellow support line, and they're both creating this downward sending channel. And so we've just been bouncing off both sides, and yeah, so we've just been bouncing between both of the support and resistance. And right now we're actually making our way back up, and it is almost hitting my target of this ascending wedge. So ascending wedges or rising wedges, they typically are bearish patterns, and so they typically break down to the downside right around here. So back to where it was to the start of the wedge, but this one actually did break out right around here. If we just extend this a little bit further, right, it broke out right here, and the price target for this would just been from the top to the bottom, just moving it up. So we can move it up here. Yeah, so it's looking like the price target could reach that 9 area, but once it passed 8, you just saw some like nice movement, because this has been huge resistance since last week, because we saw resistance here and here, and also right here. We even had this big pump wick over here as well, and it's been support all over here. So this was a critical area. It's a psychological resistance as well. So the fact that we did break that is really good to see, and we did go up 7% today, so that's pretty crazy. And right now we are getting resistance on this top area of resistance. So probably see here another retest of the 8, and then we can move on higher. But this definitely can keep going. If Bitcoin starts to rally again, this could hit 9, because that would be the next area of huge resistance. Let's look at the moving averages as well. Yeah, we're just above all 3 moving averages. We are just not even touching the yellow 21-day moving average, which shows our first moving average, which we use as support. Like we saw right here, right when it crossed here on the 25th of June, we just started riding that 21-day moving average, and we're just making a nice exponential move here. So that's what it's looking like. We are getting some sort of bullish divergence, because, well, this is on the 1 hourly, so it might not play out as importantly as maybe a higher time frame. But let's look at this higher time frame. Okay, so yeah, no bearish divergence here, but we are in a definite uptrend. But look how we're pretty overbought right now. We can still stay in this range for a cool minute. So we don't have to necessarily come back down, but we are still in the uptrend. We're on the 50%, right? This is 50% of the RSI, so we're on top of this RSI. We're still trading above, but do expect a small pullback, right? Like I'm saying, we are getting rejected from this top part of the resistance, so we could come back down a little bit and retest this critical area, this critical resistance that we broke out from, and then make our way back up here to the 9, and then ultimately to the 10, which I think it's going to be going to if Bitcoin holds this rally and hits 36,037. Let's see. I think it's probably anticipation for the AMA tomorrow. Oh yeah, definitely. And that's for the Certic, right? Yep. Yeah, for the Certic audit, there's the AMA happening. Yeah, I'll be covering that too. So don't forget to look on my channel. I'll probably do a live stream. Just depending on what time it is. I forgot what time it is. Do you know? Do you remember? But yeah, so SHIB is looking really good. You know, we are having that anticipation of the news, but don't forget that if you see the EMA going on, we could see a huge pump, but more likely we might see a retracement, you know. But right now we're just seeing this this nice pump to this top resistance, which we found as resistance all these times right here. Look, came up here, resistance, 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 and again as resistance. So could probably come back down here, hopefully come out, use that support, and then make our way back up here. But this area is really crucial to come to, this 9 area, because it makes our double pattern happen, you know. So always be on the lookout for that too. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. But yeah, I see SHIBA going to, if it breaks through this resistance through this channel, I see it going to 9 and 10. So 0.00010. And what kind of move would that be? That would be a, so to the 9 area would be a 6.5% move, and then to the 10 area, which would be a 20% move. So that's pretty crazy. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you. Make sure you like the live stream. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what's looking like for SHIB. Hopefully Bitcoin still continues to rally. I mean, it's still looking pretty strong. So as of right now, we did break major resistance. We've just been trading. That's why I thought it was going to be breaking out, because we did see that it just kept staying up in this area. Usually when we see it stay in an area for a while, it gets quickly rejected, like we saw here, right? How long did we stay up here for? Like 10 hours, and then we just came back down really hard. Once we couldn't break it, the bulls just lost control, and then the bears stepped in and they made a massive move to the downside. But right now we've been here since yesterday, right? We came up here, this massive move to the upside. We came back down, and we just been hitting it nonstop, keeping constant pressure on this support, I mean on this resistance, and we just came back up here. So that's what's looking like. We're looking at like a slight bearish divergence, but this is still the 1 hourly chart. That just means that we're probably going to come back down a little bit, retest, and then come back up. But yeah, any other, just remember, if you're just joining right now, I'll be taking requests in the comments, so just drop down whichever altcoin you want me to look at. Wow, ICP made a nice move. I remember people were telling me to look into it at $30. I was saying this could potentially be a good area to, you know, buy in, because it's already gone low so much, and from 30 to 50, that's see this move. That's a 76% move to the upside, so that's pretty crazy. It looks like it's finally breaking its downtrend, but this is the 1 hourly, the 4 hourly for sure as well. We're about to get a bullish cross right here too, so probably get a retest and then just continue moving upwards. So ICP is looking pretty crazy right now as well. Bitcoin still trading above that critical support. Kudos. What's kudos? Let's see. Hold on. Let's go on CoinMarketCap. Kudos. Okay. Remember, everybody, if you're just joining in, like and subscribe. Really helps a lot. Kudos. It's up 13%. I think it's because Bitcoin market cap 23 million. It's a micro cap right here. Just really low volume. That's why I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this because it has really low volume. I mean, it has gone up a lot in the last day, 3 times. Oh no, like 1.5 times its normal volume. So I mean, it might be just getting started out. Let's see. How long was this coin active for? So it started in the beginning of the year. I mean, it hasn't dropped off significantly. It's not crazy downtrend. Started out at 10 cents. What is it now? It's at 2 cents. Yeah, so it's been going down. Let's see if they have it on TradingView. Okay. KuCoin has one. Yeah, I mean, it is breaking some pretty strong resistance, moving averages, but it's still facing this higher resistance here of this 200-day moving average at around almost 3 cents. And as you know, those 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, those are all critical, like psychological areas of resistance. But you can see, like right here, this whole area is going to be like pretty strong resistance right here, this whole blue box area, because we just seen crazy massive moves to the upside and to the downside once we hit these levels. And let's see here, this as well, this area is pretty big support. We cut that in half as well right here. And if we look on the daily as well, yeah, so yeah, hopefully this holds. Hopefully 0.026 can hold. Right now it's a little bit below it, but we do have a massive wick to the upside. It's a little bit of a bearish wick, but I see the next level of resistance would be after it holds on 0.026. It can go right here to this 2.8 level, right? So that's another move. Let's see what that move would be. That's like a 10%, 11% move to the upside. So not bad, not too bad. But if we do get a massive rejection, we could come back down here and test this level at around the 0.0225. But we did, that's where we got our resistance as well. Right here on the daily, we got our 21 moving average and it hit it perfectly as resistance. So that's why we're getting a bit of a pullback here. But everything is slightly pumping because of Bitcoin. And look at that. So we're looking at Bitcoin shorts. Let's see if we look on the 4-hourly. Yeah, so we had huge shorts come in here last week. And then the beginning of the week, we saw Bitcoin pumping, and so the shorts came back down. And then we saw this weekend, previous weekend, 3 days ago, in anticipation for that big drop. And now the shorts are all the way back down here. So people are closing the shorts because they're scared. They know Bitcoin is pumping. It's still holding. Hopefully we can see that price target I hit around 36,000. Let's see. Where did I put it? This other one. Where is it? Where did I have it? But yeah, so Bitcoin is moving pretty good. You're shorting. What are you shorting? Yeah, so yeah, definitely look into whenever you're doing your own type of research, always look at CoinMarketCap. That's what I've helped. I've seen that's helped a lot. Always see the price action, the holders. You can also look at too. Holders right here. If you click on that, it tells you the amount of addresses, unique addresses to this token or coin, and it tells you who holds it as well. So here we have 100 active addresses, total 3,000. So not too many. But we did see big increases like today. So we saw big increases today. But you also got to keep in mind the amounts of holders. So the top 10 holders, the top 10 addresses hold 97% of this token. So that's something that you got to be a little bit cautious about here, because top 10 hold 97%, top 20, that means another 10 holders hold just 1% more than that. You know, when the top 50 hold 98%. So, yeah, look, this one address, that's why you have to also do your own research. I don't know who owns these addresses. Maybe they list it on their website or on their white paper, which is basically just an outline of any coin or token, how it functions, what it does, what's its purpose. So this could just be a developer or something like that holding, but it's still like a huge amount. You know, 31% of the supply is the first address. So we have 3 billion amount of kudos in this one wallet. So that could be a huge whale, you know, that can manipulate the price. So always just be cautious about that. You know, if you make profit, it's always good to secure profit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. I heard for the first time today that Ethereum is bringing a lot of new utility along with token burn parallel chain transactions for faster. Yeah, definitely. The Ethereum 2.0 is getting really ready to launch, and that's what the reason why I still been holding. You know, I am still going to be trading Ethereum because we are seeing like a nice pattern coming through for Ethereum. You know, I do still see that's going to be consolidating for quite a bit of time, but just the news on Ethereum 2.0 almost being done and the deflationary, you know, component that they're going to be implementing for Ethereum is really exciting. Definitely really exciting. So I have a lot of faith in Ethereum. It's the biggest altcoin that I'm holding. Like the biggest amount of Ethereum I'm holding is Ethereum. So that's why I put most of my portfolio in Ethereum and Cardano. I hold Binance coin too, but those are just the ones I think they're going to be here for the long term, and it's more of a long term investment. I am going to be taking profits at the end of the year for those altcoins, just because I'm going to be moving it to Bitcoin, just because Bitcoin performs better in the bear market. But when it comes to altcoins, you know, Cardano, Ethereum, I think are going to be, you know, really strong and really really important in the near future. Just because Ethereum is important right now, you know, it has a lot of utility, and that's why a lot of people are staking Ethereum for Ethereum 2.0, you know, and they can't unstake that, you know, it stays staked until Ethereum 2.0 comes out. Selenium, I'm shorting Bitcoin. Oh, you're shorting at 36,000. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yep. Yeah, so but don't be surprised if it just goes through, breaks through, and then comes back down, you know? So that's why Bitcoin is very tricky right now. I do expect that it's still going to continue on further until 36 to 36.5 to around 37, because that's where we have our 200-day moving average here acting as this dynamic resistance. But right now we're above both of these yellow and orange moving averages, the 21 and the 50. And they're also looking like they're going to cross too. So that's also a great time if you're, you know, shorting or longing Bitcoin, right? But remember, it's not always the case that you want to look at just the bull or the bear cross, right? Because when we look here, we'll just look at all the times that did actually happen, right? We had a bull cross right here, and then what happened? The price dipped down here below, and then we had a bear cross followed by a slight bull cross, and that's when the price actually moved up, you know? So this could move up, do a bull cross, and then we can trade sideways here a little bit until it just makes that massive move to the upside like we saw right here. So, you know, Bitcoin is tricky right now, but we are having a clear breakout, you know? We just have to hold 35K. Once we hold 35K, I see it no problem going to 36K, because that would be the completion of this W pattern that I've been talking about for the last, let's see, I was talking about it probably over here, like, you know, 4 or 5 days ago when I did my first live stream. But yeah, Bitcoin's looking good. Bitcoin is looking good. CRO, yeah, CRO has been making a nice comeback. I've been really happy about CRO because that's also something that I invested too. That's more of a long-term play though, because this crypto.com is taking a good minute, but it does have solid opportunities. It has pretty good sponsorship stuff, especially for their NFT platform. And they're also doing a lot of just commercial, like, you know, propaganda, stuff like that on sports. So they've been opening the doors there, and they also had a big token burn a couple months ago. So hopefully they keep doing more of that and they keep spreading the news and people will jump on board at crypto.com. But yeah, CRO, it made like, I think like a 10-13% move the other day, yesterday. Let's take a look at that. It's been on a roll. Yeah, so it broke through my blue box here of resistance. Oops. Yeah, it's been making a nice move. It's already back at 11 cents. Next area of resistance I would see is if it does break through this. You see how we've been having this resistance, this descending resistance, and it's also pretty confluent with this 200-day moving average. So we're gonna come up some pretty strong resistance here. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. But if we do break through that, I see it going to almost 12 cents here, where we've been trading within this range. See here, we've been trading in the 12-cent range, 12-cent range, 12-cent range, broke down to this lower range, and now we're coming back up here. And if we hold, we can be trading in this range again until we start moving up again. But yeah, CRO is looking good. CRO is looking good. I haven't seen any, I haven't read up on any news about CRO this week, but the technicals are looking good. We made this W pattern. We broke through this horizontal resistance, and now we're just coming up here. We could probably retest in this blue box and then come up higher to this 12-cent range. But that's what it's looking like for CRO. And we already had our bull cross for our moving averages here. We're just getting some resistance here on this downward sloping resistance. I've seen a couple of videos on XDC and XRP. XDC. I haven't heard of XDC. I'll check out Selenium Swap in a bit, but I haven't checked on it yet. Kusama, I know they're doing their parachains and they're on the Polkadot network, but just Polkadot's been hammered, man. Like, it's been underperforming, which is really weird because it is a DeFi play, you know, and those are very popular. It was picking up some pretty good steam. Kusama too, they were both, you know, pumping really hard. I think like a month or two ago before the whole, you know, crash happened, they were like going up to like $50 for Polkadot, and Kusama was hitting $350, I think, like clear, you know, triple digit numbers, and now they've gone down so much. But Kusama they're still coming out with the parachain stuff, and once that hits, they'll definitely blow it up too. But Polkadot's been underperforming a lot, which is pretty unfortunate to see. You know, I had big hopes for Polkadot and Kusama, but we'll just have to wait and see. Chainlink too, like a lot of the top altcoins in the beginning of the year have just been underperforming because of like you know, coins like Doge and Cardano's been like blowing up too. So it's been pretty crazy, especially with the downtrend in this like slight bear trend, right? We do see these strong performers at massive discounts, and this could potentially be a good area to buy. You know, like I was talking about internet computer yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was at $30, and I was like, this could be a good buy. And lo and behold, it went up 75%. So the most beat down, you know, have the highest areas of coming back up. Yeah, no, definitely Kusama is definitely interesting, and it comes with a lot of utility too. You know, like that whole team, I'm pretty sure they were, well, I think they were working with Ethereum, the main creator of Polkadot, and Kusama. They were on the Ethereum team, and then they moved out. A lot of them were on teams for Ethereum, and then they moved on to, like, you know, do Cardano, Polkadot, do their own thing. So definitely a lot of good developers behind Polkadot for sure. They even had their Kusama Polkadot event, I think a month or two ago, to talk about the parachain networks and how it's going to come out soon. So no, definitely very interesting, very solid development. But you know, it's just the price is so weak, and you know, it's because of the bear trend. Definitely just because of this bear trend. It's moving up today. Let's check it out. Where's Dot? What's Kusama? Oh, it's a cool one. KSM, where is it? I had it somewhere here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is my chart for Kusama. Yeah, we just had this pretty nasty head and shoulders that was made right here. We had just a big macro pattern of just this shoulder, this head, this shoulder, and we just came back down here. But we're making a nice move to the upside. We did bounce off of this critical area support right here. And then, let's see, we are making our way back up. So I see it touching right here at 274 before probably any sort of downtrend. We could probably even come back down here to this area, which is clear support back there and was resistance over here, right? Bounce it up, come back up. We can come back down either to retest this 50-day moving average or come back down here to retest this area at 206. Or we can even straight up just move up here to 276. But let's look at a higher time frame. We'll probably see some resistance of one of these moving averages. Yep. So we hit this moving average right here on the 6-hourly chart, and we came back down here. We got a big wick. But let's look at our RSI. Yeah, RSI, we were just in a massive downtrend, and once we came out of this oversold region, we just made a huge move. So do expect some sort of a pullback. We can expect that. Let's take a look. So we go to our swing low to our swing high. So yeah, I do expect actually, because do you see how like this perfectly lined up with my area of fib, which would be that 0.382 level. So I could see this coming back down here, retesting this 0.382, and that's around $206. Have it come back down here and then have it move back up and make a nice impulse move to the upside here. But we do see that this is curving down. But if it does hold here, then we are still in an uptrend. But if it starts breaking down here, hitting this 0.5 at around is that 197, I think? Yeah, remember $200 is a psychological level. So if it does break below $200, expect it to come down here and retest this golden pocket at 180, 187. But I think this might hold if Bitcoin continues to move up, right? Move up, come back down here, and then make its next wave up here. But definitely, I like Kusama, I like Polkadot. Those are good projects in my opinion. It just right now they got beat hard. They did get beat very hard, and they weren't performing well to begin with. You know, they were moving up slowly, and like most of their gains just got wiped away anyway with the downturn. All right, let's see. So I think I'm gonna head off in a bit. Let's take a look at Bitcoin again. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it's still staying in that range. Watch this. Where's the one I was looking at? There you go. This one? Oh yeah, I'll look at sorry, a selenium swap. What is that? Selenium swap. Am I spelling it right? I don't see it. I don't see it come up. Maybe if you know the ticker, you can put it down in the comment section. XRP, yeah, XRP. That's another play that they could potentially have some good movement. You know, let's take a look at XRP. Right now, Bitcoin is hopefully it needs to hold. Let's see this 6-hourly. So, I mean, it's just started an hour and a half ago, so we still have 4.5 hours till it closes. But let's look at the 1-hourly. 1-hourly, this has to hold. If we do get a rejection, it'll look like this, where we have another candle and it'll open down with a lower open and close, and then we're just gonna start seeing the candles just start trading through the resistance or support and then just come back down here. That's what it'll look like if we get a rejection. But at this moment right now, we're still having it above. You know, we want these candles to be further away. We want them to come up here and slowly make moves like this, you know. But as of right now, we are creating some pretty good movement. Chill out. All right, let's see. So yeah, Bitcoin's looking all right. Let me see this one. Where do I have it? Look at XRP. I had it somewhere here. Oh, right here. XRP is not looking bad either. You know, it's almost getting there to complete that W pattern right around here. Right, making that double bottom. But it actually did retest this perfect area of the symmetrical triangle right here. So this downward sloping resistance, it came all the way down here and hit it perfectly. Now it's coming back up. And if it does break through this, I see it coming also to 79 cents. So almost to that 80-cent range where we found a lot of support here, right here, this area. Once it broke down from there, we had a huge move to the downside because that was a very strong support. It supported us here, here, here as well. So, and it was here as a previous all-time high. So it was huge resistance here. Came back down here, broke out, massive end pattern. So it was, it's time now that it does look like it's going to come back up. You know, we are seeing it come through these moving averages right here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is shadow banning me. I don't know. But yeah, that's weird that you didn't get any notifications. But thanks for tuning in. You know, thanks for finding it. But yeah, so I'm gonna be getting off in a very short minute just because I'm kind of tired. You know, I went to the Dodger game today, so that was like a 3-hour game. But yeah, I'm pretty tired right now. I just want to go to sleep. But I saw that I've been waiting for Bitcoin to break out, man. I've been looking at that symmetrical triangle for like the whole day today, and it looks like it's finally breaking out, and it did. It went up to what, 35,500. But now we're getting a slight pullback, you know, which does happen. Storage. No, haven't heard of that. What is that? Let's look it up. Storage. It's not coming up. Is it another ticker that, or is it Sora? Talking about maybe that one? Yeah, it's not coming up here on the coin market cap. Yeah, it's not coming up, Ronald. If you have the ticker for it, maybe, or yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah. Maybe I can check CoinGecko too. If you guys aren't familiar with CoinGecko, it's like pretty much like CoinMarketCap. Pretty similar. They both show a bunch of details on different coins. I just like using CoinMarket. I just like how it looks better than CoinGecko, but you know, pretty much same thing. Let's see if it shows up on here. Huh? Yeah, it's not showing up on here either. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. There it is. That's what the one I was looking for. Where is it? It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, but like you can see here, guys, I've been charting the symmetrical triangle here for this last day. Just been looking at it, and finally it is breaking out here. We also have this just huge, you can look at it both ways. It can be a symmetrical triangle right here, or it can just be a huge ascending triangle. We just move it up here. What are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, so you can look at it either way. I mean, if it is a giant ascending triangle, then this could be possibly a fake out. You know, this could be a fake out. Just because the closer it is to the apex, the more likely that it is not a fake out. And if we drew it like this giant ascending triangle, then we were only 50% done with the move, right? With the pattern. It usually takes a couple more moves like right here and then possibly a breakout, right? But according to this symmetrical triangle, we're already really close to the apex. The apex is just this much, right? And then moving on further would make perfect sense. So I'm treating it right now as a symmetrical triangle, but if we do have a breakout, breakdown, like a fake out right here, we could see it come back up and then have a continual breakout. But this could be also a big trap too. You know, we are still seeing not that much volume. We have to see more volume come in. Once we see that huge wicks to the upside, like let's see, where do we see that? Like right here. Oh, let me get this out of the way. Sorry, guys. Like this green candle, if you can see right here, do you see that big move? That was this giant move to the upside. So we want to see candles like at least this high. And right now we're not getting that. We're just getting a little bit amount of volume. So the volume needs to really come in. You know, that's just my only heat of wording. And look like we are actually coming down to retest that 35K level. So look at the 15-minute chart. Yep. That's what we want to see right here. We want to see this retest. That's why I always urge new traders never to rush in when you see this nice pump like this, you know? Always place your bets on these lower areas right here. Wherever you see the support come in, right? That's where we're going to place a trade and then just have a stop loss if it goes down too low. You know, if it goes down to previous low, that's where you want to have a stop loss. But right now, yeah, so we broke out. I also said that 35K was really strong resistance, so it definitely can come back down here. And then boom, impulse move to the upside. Oh, store. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's look at that. I have heard of that. Just wondering where. Where did I see that? Okay. Wow. All right, yeah, we had a massive downtrend. Okay, $1.20. Okay, when did this come out? This came out the last bull run. Wow, so that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. This altcoin, see this first move right here. This was like the last bull market in 2017, and it made a pretty good move from 38 cents all the way to $2. So what is that, like a 5x? And right now, it did actually bounce off a previous support. So that's cool. And let's just kind of like, it's kind of following Bitcoin because Bitcoin made this kind of this pattern right here last year. Let's look. The volume's not bad. The volume's not bad at 37 million. You know, it's up 200% in volume too. A lot of people are trading it. Does have a decent sized market cap. You know, not big enough. So it could massively move. You know, because the bigger the market cap, the harder it is going to be to make the price move. But it's less than $1 billion. It's less than even $500 million. So has pretty good potential. I just haven't looked at any of the. Let's see, cloud object storage for developers, private cloud storage. Yeah, this the private sector has been coming up, and if it does, but it's just cloud object storage. Let's see. Automatically encrypts all files before being uploaded. Your data is only in your hands. Sure. All right. I mean, I feel like there's some other tokens that do this thing, so it has to have some sort of other, you know, thing to boost it, but I haven't looked at any other news about it. I'm just checking the website right now. The website does look good. But yeah, we can look at the price too. Let's look at the price. Yep. Okay. So what I can see is, oops. Okay. You guys can see my cat here. Oh, where is he? Right here. Annoying me. All right, go back down. But yeah, no. Let's see. Actually, it does look like it's coming into some resistance right here, just from this areas of huge support. This kind of whole box could be a box here. Showing like right here, just to right here. Yeah, so it looks like it coming into some resistance, and you can definitely see that because we have a big wick to the upside. It went all the way up here to like 82 cents. you know, and now it's coming back down, but it still broke out of its W pattern. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these coins, even though they do follow Bitcoin, like this one already completed its W pattern, so you could have made a nice move to the upside. And some of them already are in the middle of a W pattern. So it's just weird how they all kind of play out just depending on the news, right? We see like Bitcoin creating its double bottom. We're seeing a lot of these altcoins at different stages of their double bottom right here, their W pattern. So a lot of them can just be traded once you realize that it could be a double pattern. And you know that from just watching Bitcoin, right? If you watch Bitcoin, or we see Bitcoin actually coming back down here to 35K, that can potentially be really good because that's the retest of the area of resistance. It's just odd it came out of nowhere. Oh, storage. I mean, this coin has been out since the last bull run. But like I said, like this was huge area of resistance right here, back here in last year, August of last year. So that's why we're getting that resistance right now. But we did bounce off of this nice support right here. Resistance. Previous highs are always going to be good resistance to look at too. Like all of these, like see how the price is like touches it and then just consolidates, touches it, consolidates, touches it, breakout, movement, then consolidation. This pattern, right? So it's all coming up. I do see major resistance here though, because it was such big support, and also this 200-day moving average is also going to be really strong resistance too. We are very oversold here, so just wait for pullback if you're trying to get into this, you know. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching, tuning in. Let's just look at one more time at Bitcoin. Let's see. And then from there, I'll hop off right now. We are getting a big wick to the downside, so yeah, so we are heading down lower. We're just wait and see. She was right here, 35K. So we had it. We hit it pretty well, right here. All right, perfect. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Remember, if you don't want to miss it, turn on bell notifications, and hopefully it reminds you that, you know, it's happening right now. But that's it for me, man. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace out.